Good morning, everyone. So today, unexpectedly, we have a full day, but it's an important day in the Council. We start upon our request to discuss the situation in South Sudan. And more particularly, what we wanted to do is to follow up on the resolution that we adopted in May on the relation between conflict and hunger. The OCHA published a white paper on the relation of conflict and hunger in South Sudan. And this is also the reason why we think it's important to come back to that and use the tools that the resolution gives us to act as a council. We have the warning signs now, and we should also now implement the resolution that we have to do that. We will also discuss the political situation, and of course, what we see is a situation like between hope and despair. So there's hope because there is a ceasefire, despair because we see the situation on the ground that is really calls for concern. We see 60% of the population in need in food insecurity situation. So this is why we think it's a good time to discuss the food security situation and implement the resolution on conflict and hunger. The second element that we're going to discuss today is the situation in Yemen. This was upon a request by Peru, Bolivia, Sweden, Poland, and the Netherlands after the attacks on civilians in Yemen. What is important for us is that we keep our focus on the humanitarian situation and make sure that there are no indiscriminate attacks against civilians. We have seen the images of children who died. We have heard about the attacks of the hospitals. We heard also claims, but we think that what is essential at this moment in time is to have a credible and independent investigation. That is also why we are very much supportive, and maybe some of you will recall that last year we took the initiative in the Human Rights Council to have the group of eminent experts. And we think it's very important that they continue to do their jobs and have full access and make sure that we have an investigation and that the truth comes out, while at the same time making sure that humanitarian workers are protected and humanitarian aid finds its way to those who need it.
Do you want the Council to put out a statement supporting or demanding an investigation on the Yemen bus?
Well, we had a presidential statement in March, which was very much along the lines also addressing the humanitarian aspects. Let's see what we can agree upon today.
Do you want a statement about what's going on now, like what's happened today?
For us, it's very important that we focus our discussion today on the value of the respect of international law, the respect of protection of civilians, and the importance of an independent investigation.
And then Security Council question. Today there's a vote of selection of the new Commissioner for Human Rights. Any comments, and what is your country's expectation of her?
Well, we are very happy with the choice of the Secretary General. So we are, I think Ms. Bachelet has a very good record, very good choice. We have a lot of faith that she will do a good job. For us, it's very important. The mandate of the High Commissioner for Human Rights is a very important one, and it gains in importance. And so we need a very strong defender of that mandate, and we think that we found a really good person, while at the same time acknowledging the good work that has been done by Prince Zayed before her.
Well, and also on Western Africa, the Sahel, I think is the presidential statement going to be adopted? West Africa and the mention of Cameroon?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, we will adopt that now.
And that's the first time that the Council will have said something on the situation in Cameroon.
Yes.
What are your concerns?